Manga-Waido.
I'm Shigeru Fukuda. I work as a wedding planner. I chose this job because I wanted to do a job that would make people happy and create excitement, which are common motivations. But the most important reason was an incident at my sister's wedding that I attended when I was in junior high school. My sister, who is 10 years older than me, is in a wheelchair. The ceremony itself was impressive, of course, and all of the casual assistance from the people at the ceremony was wonderful. The venue had tables set up with wheelchair accessibility in mind, and because it took my sister longer than usual to change her clothes, there was more entertainment to keep the guests entertained. The venue had been designed with various considerations, including decorations not only for my sister, but also for her wheelchair. Sis, congratulations on your wedding! You're so beautiful, and the wedding was so much fun!
Thanks. It's thanks to all the planners here who gave us a lot of thought and advice. Thank you all so much for such a wonderful wedding.
My sister, her husband, and both parents all thanked the wedding planner repeatedly. While I was still in middle school, I want to be the person behind the scenes of someone's big day! That's how I chose to work in this industry. After graduating college, I joined this company that made a great impression on me when I was job hunting. I was able to help many brides and grooms while learning from my seniors. We are involved in countless weddings, but for the bride and groom, it's a once-in-a-lifetime wedding. Please always remember your original intentions and help make the best wedding possible. President Yoshida has said this many times since I joined the company. These words were engraved in the hearts of all employees. In about 5 years of hard work with the words of the president I admired so much, I became #1 in sales for the first time. After that, I was always at the top of the list, and many of my customers started to ask for my services. That's amazing, Fukuda! You're #1 in sales this month, too! It's thanks to all of you. I couldn't have done it alone. I hope that person learns from your humility. As he said that, his gaze fell on the president's daughter, Ai Yoshida. Well. She doesn't do her job at all, and it really irritates me. President Yoshida is a man of character who always expresses his gratitude and concern for his employees. Words like thank you and good job made us want to do my best again tomorrow. On the other hand, his daughter, Ai Yoshida. Yoshida-san, you made a mistake in ordering this from the wrong place. I called to correct it and reissued the order.
Huh, I see.
Oh, I see? Next time, be careful.
Why do I have to listen to you? Why don't you do it next time?
No, you're in charge of this, right? You finish it by yourself.
Shut up! You're really a condescending jerk.
It's been like this whole time. We're colleagues, but she's 1 year older than me. She worked for another company after graduating, but was fired after less than a year for not doing her job properly and rebelling against her boss. President Yoshida brought her into this company out of pity, but she still didn't do her job. The president says that she was spoiled by her mother to the point that she would go to any length, and we had seen the president bowing down to his daughter's blunders on several occasions. I can't believe such a daughter grew up from that president. Seriously, I'm starting to get scared of being a parent. Although she had an unfortunate personality, we all still love President Yoshida. However, no way. One day, the president suddenly passed away. His wife found him collapsed at home and rushed him to the emergency room, but he couldn't make it. It was a myocardial infarction. We employees were stunned by the suddenness of the incident. But one thing was clear. It is to produce the best wedding ceremony for our current clients. The president taught us to help them have the best wedding possible. This philosophy was ingrained in all of us. Of course, all of us were filled with sadness in our hearts, but we carried out beautiful ceremonies with the best smiles for our clients. Everyone manages to do their work, but the next question is who is going to take over the company?
Guys, we're in trouble.
What's wrong? No matter how much the executives who had been close to the former president opposed her, they were no match for the president's wife. Ai Yoshida, the daughter of the former president, became the second president. And as feared, the new president, Ai Yoshida, began to behave unruly. I tried my best to support the new president because I was the one who'd been consulted several times by the president about her daughter before his death, but she turned her attention to me, a former colleague, and started harassing me at every turn. One day...
Fukuda, you don't have to be in charge from today.
What? How come?
You're getting ahead of yourself just because you're doing well in sales, aren't you?
No, it's not that.
See? You argue right away. Listen, I'm the president now. If you don't do what I say, I'm gonna fire you right now, okay?
No. This is how I was removed from my last client. Most of the work I was given was outside work. Mowing the yard, cleaning the parking lot, and when it snowed, I shoveled snow outside the ceremony site in the parking lot. I also carried out deliveries and so on. Whenever other employees tried to help me...
Don't do that without permission. Or do you want to be taken out of charge too?
And threatens us. This is unacceptable!
That's right. He can't do this all by himself. I wonder if you know who you're talking to. Don't you care about yourself?
It's okay. Thank you both. I'll be fine.
Look, he said so himself, so it's fine. Now get back to work.
That was definitely jealousy towards Fukuda, wasn't it? It's really a bummer. We can't get any work done at all. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused everyone. It's not something Fukuda should apologize for. Yeah, to be honest, I've had a few offers come in. But this company is steeped in memories of the previous president. I'm seriously considering it. I'm already looking for another place. I can't keep up with it this way. I guess it can't be helped that I let a dry laugh out of it. Everyone said what they wanted to say as if they were venting their daily frustrations. That made me feel a little better, but it still doesn't change the current situation with how she treats me. And the site is understaffed because several employees have already quit and I've been removed from the site. Yet the second president wouldn't fill the positions or put me back in charge, citing cost savings. I feel sorry for my colleagues, but if things continue like this, we'll be inconveniencing our customers too. Then one day, we can't keep the site running at this rate. Please replenish the workforce. I advised to the president in a fair and square manner.
Since when are you in a higher position than me?
This is not the time to talk about higher positions. You're hurting the operation of the company.
This company needs to save costs. It's a necessary pain, right? We'll get through with our integrity.
There's a limit to what we can do. If we don't do something, we'll go bankrupt.
Shut up.
I've
I've had enough of this. You're fired.
What?
I'm done talking. Back off.
Excuse me. I left the president's office with my shoulders slumped. But actually, right as planned. This company is done for. The current employees, including myself, have done all we can to repay our debt to former President Yoshida. I'm sure even the president will understand if we've gone this far. I had already been recruited by another wedding company that was close with the former president, so I made preparations to go there. The other employees are also looking for other places to work. The president and her mother are the only ones who don't know anything about it. Since the president was cunning, I always carried a voice recorder with me in case something happened, and I recorded most of the bad things she said. After that, I left the company and went to work for a rival company. After I left, the other employees joined in, and one by one, they left the company. Contractors and subcontractors were also pulling out in droves, and in no time at all, the site was no longer viable. And finally, Yoshida, who had no choice, contacted me to come back in a pretentious way.
Fukuda, you come back right now. You're still looking for a job, right?
No, I'm already working.
What? I didn't hear that.
Of course you didn't. I'm not obligated to report it.
What are you talking like that for?
I'm busy, so I'll go now. Well then.
Wait a second.
It's not my business anymore. After that, the senior managing director and the general manager, who were the longest-serving employees of the company, resigned, and the company went bankrupt less than a year after that woman became the president. Miss Yoshida was spending a lot of money on the executive's remuneration, but her income was cut off, and both her and her daughter went bankrupt. In contrast, the company I moved to had new clients, including referrals from my former clients, and sales were up. Then one day,
Fukuda, come on!
that mother and daughter came to my workplace together. I immediately rushed over to them and told them to leave because they were bothering our customers, but they wouldn't listen at all.
Fukuda is the reason I didn't get first place in sales and the company went under.
No, give me a break. You didn't do any work at all. You were always last, weren't you?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
She almost hit me, but the security guard took her down. What? I couldn't avoid Mrs. Yoshida, who for some reason rushed towards me, and I was knocked down on the spot. But it didn't hurt much because I was just taken by surprise. I said to them as the guards held them down shortly afterwards, "You see, Miss Yoshida, I was asked by former President Yoshida to support his daughter if something happened to him."
If that's the case, it's even more your fault. Take responsibility.
I told you repeatedly, but you wouldn't listen to me at all. Not only that, you kept making fun of me. Then I play an audio clip on my phone.
The truth is, Fukuda isn't good at his job at all. You're just taking my daddy's freebies, aren't you? You have no talent, so move your body. When you're done there, you can shove the parking lot next to you. You must have a lot of stupid customers to be #1 in sales. I envy you.
I will sue you for libel based on this evidence.
This is a lie. It's a fabrication.
Do you want to go to the judiciary to see if it's a fabrication or not? It was over long ago. The two were taken away by the police officers who arrived at the scene. The two were later charged with assault and so on, and I will be demanding compensation for defamation and wrongful dismissal. After all the fuss was over, I went to apologize to the president.
Well, that was something. I'd heard rumors about her, but I didn't think she was as out of character as they said.
I'm so sorry.
No, Fukuda-kun. It's not something you need to worry about. More importantly, are you all right? Are you hurt?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. Because President Yoshida would be furious if anything happened to you.
What do you mean by that?
Actually, President Yoshida asked me to take care of you guys. I think my wife will force my daughter to be present when I'm gone. If that happens, I need you to take care of my employees. I can't have them all, but I'd love to have Fukuda-kun. He's a good salesman and very personable. Well, I'll ask other employees and people I know to help out, but still, is your daughter that bad? Yeah, it's my fault for neglecting my family for work, but I left my wife in charge of the house, and she spoiled her so much that it's gotten out of hand. I'm the president of a wedding company, and I'm totally ashamed of myself. Well, that's your fault. You're gonna have to join and wipe your own ass. That's the plan. Well, that's if I suddenly disappear. I'll take Fukuda-kun now if you want. That's no good. Fukuda's my treasured child. I won't let you have him.
That happened.
Yoshida, especially after he turned 55, cared about you like a real son. He was always worried about the other employees.
I see.
Maybe he knew this would happen to him.
Thank you for telling me. I was really happy to meet and work with President Yoshida, too.
Yoshida was blessed with good employees. I'm looking forward to your work.
Yes! Congratulations on your marriage today. It was a nice ceremony.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks to Fukuda-san, we had a very nice wedding. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for today, too. Please accept my best wishes for a long and happy life.
Yes!
Following President Yoshida's legacy, we're helping our customers celebrate their special occasions every day. President, I'll do my best in this company, too. Towards the warm sun that reminded me of President Yoshida, I vow to do my best in this company as well.